Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. It has, let's see if everything, okay, we're good. It has been a minute since I have posted a video. A lot has happened, that is for sure. So what I'm going to do is kind of quickly go through what happened with this most recent pump, where we're at now with BTC, USDT, and we'll look at Bitcoin dominance a little bit, and we'll look at the lower time frames, where we're at, and what I'm expecting in the short term, like today, tomorrow, over the weekend, that kind of stuff. And then we can talk a little bit about bull market cycle stuff as far as timing and what the indicators are looking like, that kind of shit. So, all right. So what did we have coming out over the weekend? It's already Thursday. And on the left here, we got BTC. Over on the right here, we have USDT, both 12-hour time frames. Bottom, 20, 40, 80, 150 minute BTC. Okay. Over the weekend, actually, let's go to here. I like this better for coming out of the weekend. Okay. We have our volume profile that we have been trading in since February 4th. Okay, roughly. That's how I have. That's where I started this profile. And over this last week here, so 2 weeks, we found a higher low. Okay, and we were right about at the 0.5 fib level here, and that's not uncommon. That's not uncommon at all. It's pretty close to the 0.5 fib, I believe. Let me mark it out real quick and see. Yeah. So we were fucking around right at the 0.5 fib there. I was hoping to get down to the golden pocket, 61, 60K. That's what I was really looking for this value area low here, but didn't happen. No big deal. We still got in. Nexus got in, still riding the pump all the way up. Now, what can we see? What can we expect? What can we look for? What can we see within our tools that we have as far as ACE, fib levels, and that kind of stuff? Well, as you can see, both fib levels are pulled from the same area, okay? Bitcoin's 82K, USDT's bottom here at 7%, and we're already at real fucking close to the 786 here on USDT. And we tapped into this 12-hour order block here. I believe we have a daily just below us that we have front ran. No, we actually tapped into that daily USDT order block also. Okay, so there's that. We have kind of front ran this golden pocket here on BTC. Okay, have not yet made it to the 786, so that's notable. Okay, we've hit a daily and a 12-hour OB here on USDT. I had an alert set here right on that 786. It has not fired off yet. Can it? Yes, it very well can come into this 786, maybe trade a little bit below it. That will most likely get us into this golden pocket here for Bitcoin. Okay. That's most likely what I'm waiting for here. Okay. higher term time frames, we are very, very overbought on Bitcoin and oversold on USDT, as you can see on ACE here. Okay, we are very, very, very oversold on USDT on this 12-hour. I don't remember the last time we have been this low on USDT. It's probably been a while. Yeah, it's been over a year. Okay, July 10th of 2025. And we still came down some more. We div pretty hard. Okay, down in this area. Okay, so this right here is still very much a possibility. We could still start coming lower, which would give crypto an even bigger pump. Okay. Something I'm probably waiting for, most likely, is what we're going to see. This took roughly a month before it played out, before a bottom played out on USDT. Okay. Now, something else that we can consider here is that August and September have been really terrible months as far as red candles. Okay. You can go back in time, and I'm not going to do it now, but you can go back in time and look at August and September months, the monthly. Yeah, we might as well do it. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're in August now. Obviously, we are not having a negative month here. We are not having a red candle. And it's probably going to end up like that. Okay, August. And this was bull market. Okay, this is a bull market here. August was negative, September wasn't. Okay, 2025. Now let's go to 2024. Negative. Still in a bull market. 2023, August, September. Negative months. 2022, August, September. Negative months. 2021, pump, dump in September. Interesting, right? Interesting. Kind of looks similar to this here, yeah? And then 2020, August, September. So coming out of the bear market, bull market, bear market support band, bull market support band, bear market resistance band, if you want to call it that, whatever. So notable stuff here. Okay, some very noticeable things. Does it line up? Does it line up with this here? Okay, we were talking about USDT. Let's not get off track here, Kenny. Okay, USDT super, super duper oversold. Now, we could get a little bit of a pump here on USDT soon, and then just continue to make our way down, get a nice little move back up, and then boom, back down, and then continue the bear market for a minute back into, October, November, December area. Very well, very much possible. Okay. So this golden pocket area is something that I'm looking for. We will most likely get some sort of a reaction here. Okay. Now, what does sometimes happen, not necessarily sometimes, what does happen a lot of times is we trade up into the golden pocket and then we get a pullback down into this 0.5 fib. We hold support on this 0.5 fib and then make our way back up into this area here. Okay. Now, that is something that could very well happen. Where was I at here? Where did I see that? All screwed up. Okay, where did I go? I went back a year. Wait, this is BTC. Let's go to USDT. Okay, here. Now we could get a little bit more of a drop over the next couple of days on USDT. Brings Bitcoin up into the golden pocket. Okay. Brings Bitcoin back up into the golden pocket. Here it is, right here. Brings Bitcoin back up into the golden pocket, trade back down, get back up, 0.5 fib, and then come on back down to the 786, find a top, and then do some other kind of stuff. This right here could happen. Something similar, okay? I'm looking for higher time frame divs on everything, okay? This right here, this low is most likely not going to be the low. But what I will trade is weakness here into this golden pocket on some really low time frames, okay? The 20, 40, 80 minute, 10 minute, 5 minute. Look for an entry up in here to trade down here into 70K, okay? We did not test 70K as support. We just blew right through it, okay? 70K is a big psychological level. Come up here into this golden pocket, maybe come up into 75, okay? Take out these highs here. Maybe trade up a little bit higher, close to 75K, and then nuke it down into this 0.5 fib. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Find some support here. Then trade up into the 786 area or even higher, okay? That on the higher time frame is what I'm looking for, okay? Now, some people are still on the 4-year cycle train. I am one of those people. Okay, I am one of those people. I do think still that it's still very possible. Now, my opinion is nothing here. I don't have an opinion right now. Okay, this has always happened in bear markets. 786. There is no denying it. It's always happened. It's every bear market has traded down to the 786. Now, could that change? Absolutely. It absolutely can change. Can we just go up from here, come back down in September, find a higher low on the higher time frames, and then make our way back up? 100%. Very, very well could do that. There are signs that we have found a bottom. Okay, let's go to the weekly. And I'm going to change to Bitstamp here for context that it gives me way more. Gives me a lot better. Gives me more. Okay. On the weekly, we have 3 drives of bullish divs here. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I call it 3 drives. In the past, last bear market bottom, 2022. 1, 2, 3. This is way better looking here for sure. Now, an issue that I am seeing, issue number one. Okay, we explained here that we have bull divs came out of the bear market. If we come back into this support band, let's call it a bear market, bull market support resistance band. Okay. Come back in. I mean, look at VWAP. And what I'm saying, VWAP is super high up there, like it was back here. Okay. Like it was back in January of 2023. We're very high up here. It doesn't get up this high very often. Okay. But it's above the zero line. And when it starts coming down, we still keep heading back up. But it's not as strong once VWAP starts heading back down. And I will most likely go out on a limb and say we're going to start coming down from here. So today's Thursday. By the end of the weekly candle, however this plays out, however this candle plays out here, most likely going to see some more upside here on BTC. Most likely could very well see some upside here because VWAP is above the zero line and heading down. Just because it's heading down doesn't mean a goddamn thing. Momentum is still straight up. Okay, look at where we're at. Momentum is like momentum is way down low here. So I would have to assume, and I would have to say that we're going to see some more upside. It's not going to be as big as a candle like this, but once VWAP starts getting back down towards the zero line, we'll start kind of tapering off and heading back down. If we find some support on this now bull market support band, because we are above it by about $3,000, if we find support on this bull market support band, we very well could just do this right here. Okay. Support. And these are weekly candles. This is going to take a while. We could see something like this, or we just see something like this here. Okay. But as far as I'm concerned, if we are coming out of the bear market into a bull market, we're here. And it's going to take some time to get out of here. Okay. If we start losing this support here on this bull market support band, then, ooh, baby, we very well could start making our way back down to my target of 39K. Okay. As far as time is concerned, we have not fulfilled our 4-year cycle terms. Okay. Time, not. That's about the only thing that we have not fulfilled is time. And the 786. Okay. We came down into the 618, found our weekly support at it, and made our way back out of there. Okay. Now in the past, we can do something like, we can do a fib level from, we can go here. Look what we did at the 618. The golden pocket here. We found some support here, but it was a little bit different than how we found it here. Okay, we tapped it and then we were on our way out of here. So goodbye. So a bit different, but we did end up blowing through it. Okay, money flow is red. We're still red money flow. Okay, what do I say when we have red or green money flow? Okay, when we're in the green and momentum gets down here, this is a continuation strategy entry. What? long, because money flow is still green. Same for down here. Momentum gets down, money flow is green. Continuation strategy, what? Long. What happened here? Money flow red, momentum coming up. Continuation strategy, what? Short. So, same thing could very well possibly happen here, okay? Look at VWAP, up high, above zero, we continued our way up. And then once VWAP started to get to that zero line, what happened? We just blew right through that. Could this happen again? Yes, it very well could. And I will be on the lookout for this. I will keep track of VWAP coming down. It's going to take a couple weeks minimum. Okay. Once we start green money flow, then we can start talking about bull market is in effect. Now, it was very much so in effect here as we can, look back in time and say, hey, this right here was the end of the bear market. Well, duh. Can we say that here? I don't know. We're going to have to see what happens here. Are we going to have another one of these here? Okay. And my fib levels, okay, we'll just draw it out here. Coming up into the golden pocket. Okay, let's look at this fib level here real quick and see what happened. What did we do? Front ran that golden pocket. Okay. I don't think that's going to be the case simply because we have VWAP pointing straight up. Okay. And these last two or three weekly candles here was pretty close to the end of the VWAP coming down. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to come up into the 786 at least. Okay, which would be up here. Now, there's a lot of things that could happen. Okay, VWAP could just bounce off of the zero line here. Yes, it could do all kinds of things. There's bounce off the zero line and continue our way up. So we come back down a little bit, make our way out. I'm not going to say that's what's going to happen because obviously we don't know. Nobody knows. But like here, bounced. VWAP came down below the zero line. We made a couple of weeks down and then boom, right back up again. So, and this is when money flow started to come into the green here, right here. So the only thing that I can say is money flow is still in the red here. Are we going to get another continuation strategy entry short up here? It's very possible. It's very, very possible. Okay. What's happening? All right. So here's my alerts going off. We're hitting 786 here now. Bitcoin looking a little weak. Let's see what Ethereum's doing. I bet Ethereum's pumping. Yep. Ethereum's pumping. So losing the 786. All right. What's next? Let's look at dominance real quick. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance. What are we seeing here? I mean, definitely getting a little bit weaker with money flow. Momentum is pointing up. VWAP's pointing up. Bitcoin could be the choice here. We've just been trading in this sideways range here for how long? A while, almost a year. So see what the weekly looks like. Oh, this is the weekly. Let's see what the daily looks like. Yeah, heading back up. Finding a little bit of resistance here. Interesting. So that's those are my thoughts. Really, I mean, if you look at this 20-minute, it's been pretty nice for these continuation strategy entry longs. Okay, last night I took this long here, and then I went to bed. Woke up to, I had TP here. This was TP1, and TP2 is here. Okay, for me. The 618 TP2 is here. TP3 is the 6.5. And then I let the rest roll. We'll see what happens here, but yeah, these entries here are very, 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 very nice. Okay, here and here. Okay, they are undeniable. Money flow is in the green. Continuation strategy entry long. Continuation strategy entry short. Look at this, red money flow, and we can go to the 20-minute. My lowest lower time frame indicator. I do open up the 10-minute. Same thing, all across the board here. Short that bitch. Short that bitch. So that's what I use. That's what I look at. You just can't deny ACE and these continuation strategy entries, or as Gio likes to call them, cheat sheet entries. They are undeniable. You look at the 20-minute, you start seeing weakness. Go down to whatever flavor time frame you like. Here, let's do this here. And then go down to the 2-minute. What was happening up here at the 2-minute? I bet we had some divs here. No, no divs on the 2-minute. Did we on the 3-minute? No. But still, we were super oversold. I'm sorry, super overbought. Get up into this high, and that's when you really start looking for shorts for this asset. So that's what I'm looking for, ladies and gents. That is exactly what I'm looking for. Now, if we look at this 150-minute, we are way overbought. Okay, 2.5 hour time frames, we are way overbought. But then again, look at this here. Okay, we had one continuation strategy entry on this 150-minute, and it was down here, 64K. This was absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. It does not get any better than that right there. Okay, so if you're looking at the 150-minute here, and you look at the 80-minute, 80-minute's still green. Yeah, the 40-minute and the 20-minute were not. I'm sorry. 20-minute was in the red. That's okay. No big deal. The 40-minute, yeah, was in the red. But our 80-minute and our 150-minute called it. Super green. in the green. What did the 4 hour look like? Red money flow. VWAP coming up to the 0 line. Oh, that's the stuff dreams are made of. The stuff dreams are made of. And yeah, the 4 hour came up here at 1 a.m. my time. It was just, I was asleep, but does not matter. Does not matter. The 20-minute, the 40-minute on that Tuesday. This right here, 10 o'clock, I was awake. Beautiful. So we're going to have some issues here. We're probably going to see some drama around this area, and that's okay. But we start trading below the 786, then you can see us at 74K very, very soon. And I'll keep everybody abreast of when I start TPing number 2 and TP3. But we're getting pretty far down here on the 20 minutes, so we'll see what happens. But that's it for me. Anybody has any questions, you know how to get in touch with me. All righty. Have a good rest of your day. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Friday fun day. We will see you all in Discord.